Cinchin.
Yeah. Okay, just Lapu-Lapu. Okay.
That's safer. Okay.
Okay. So they do go for the safer pick. The Harley can snowball pretty fast. The Cloud will take time. The other side, you have the YSS. I think it's because every time I see a YSS, it's always just a wild card gold lane pick to me. That it's hard for me to lean too heavily towards a team that has it.
It's real now. Again, there's reps across MY, reps across ID, and people watching, I'm pretty sure they would predict Onicph now because they want to win 1,000 Dayas. Super fans, predict the match winner correctly and scan the QR code to know more. That begins with predicting who wins match 1 and predicting who wins match 2. So despite the rocky start, despite the 2-match loss over the past 2 weeks, Onicph is still ahead. Onicph still has the fans on their side.
Yeah, and it's also probably because they've had enough information to work with, knowing what the strengths of Apbren are. And we're actually seeing Apbren field a slightly different lineup compared to what was really working for them in their past few series. So we'll get to see how the Super Fam attacks us alongside Kirk in the EXP lane, by the way.
Here we go, game number 1. The opener for week number 3. We're back in the land of Dawn. Get, ow!
It's good to be back. I'm going to be looking at how King Kong and Onicph are going to be playing their rotations with this Baksha. Because if you're going to play the Black Baksha into the Harley, it's because you want to rotate fast.
Oh my goodness, that was an early flicker from Aqua. He's not stopping.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're invading into the green. It doesn't look like James Banks is going to get it.
Yeah, exactly what we were expecting.
Another flicker used!
Yeah, exactly.
Map maneuvers.
Yeah, that has to be the play here for Onicph and how they go up against this Harley. Invade. That's 2 green camps up top. Stolen away by Onicph. James Banks was able to get his orange, but he got his purple, so now he's going to be slightly delayed in terms of the EXP up against King Kong.
Oh wait, James Banks, whoa! Now forces out a flicker from Super Prince 2. Okay, that's a lot of action happening in the mid lane. Back to Shield Unity is actually going to land, but the Cyclone Eye is still going to help King Kong. Hat-trick? He finds Super Prince, but it's not going to be enough.
2-man gank over to the escape. Could have been James Banks. Man, there's a lot of pressure from Super Fam. I think beyond just Hero Pool, Onicph have decided, yeah, we're going to corner James.
Yeah, that was the perfect rotational start. Again, top side, then they find him in the river, and then Super Prince waited for the hat through the space escape of the Harley so that they could take him out. He's not going to be able to contest this turtle. King Kong is already level 4. This is a perfect start and rotation of the Roman trio of Onicph.
Not to mention the presence of a Yu Zhong in the EXP lane, who's also had his Petrify back, because I believe he used it earlier on in the first minute of this game. Without even the level 4 available for Kirk, it's not gonna be a problem for Onicph to secure this turtle.
Yeah, and this goes back to what we sort of posed as the idea of the lineup of Onicph at the week 1 of this season, is that they're just going to be playing control for majority of the map, so that Savero has space in the gold lane to farm up and get his items. And with this lineup and the rotations that they did, the fact that they got their first turtle, they're already achieving that.
Yeah, that's plenty of space you could see for Savero right now in the bottom lane. No rotations just yet even. It's always been here in the mid lane.
And the beauty of this all is they got 1,000 gold up with relatively low effort. Again, most of the action happened in them beating up James Banks, stealing his lunch money in the first minute of the game. Savero is safe. Savero's not even sweating. He's got everything he needs. The vision, faceless, a flicker. Who's going to catch him?
There's no threat of a surprise. Brusco's got all the information they need. Aqua and Nova are not even able to get out of this tier 1. Blazing to it, already used.
Yep, fast clear. Good understanding of the trade there by Savero. Already rushing a Hunter Strike. No boots, nothing like that. King Kong goes in.
He's actually going to die. That's a Purify used. But even then, King Kong will pick up the kill.
Nova can't save him. This must feel miserable for the former MDL champion. He's like, I'm a glue, but I can't do anything.
Yeah, he's way too slow. He's always late to the pickup. It's It's the hero diff. You understand now why you pick up the Cho. It rotates faster. I mean, we were posing the faster rotating possibilities as well.
Yeah.
The Harleys, the Kalis, but they ended up, of course, with one of the signatures of Brusco. There's no other way to put it. Onicph is playing the first 5 minutes of this game perfectly.
Yeah, and that was such a low effort. Oh, wait, there's a way of the dragon, and it's 4 members of Onicph here in this fight. KLVJ looking like the next target. Landshaker on 3, but can he actually find a trade? That's the grab. Already committed over here. But then it's gonna be Kiel who's targeted down by Kirk, and Brusco with the shields. He's gonna be okay, and Kirk just looking for the outplay. James Pax though might just win this duel. No! It's still gonna be a double for Kirk.
And Nova flickers in. Aqua takes down Kirk. And just like that, Apbren are still catching their breath. What just happened?
You flipped the keys to victory. Onicph are playing fast. It's forcing Apbren to play so slow, slower than expected already through a glue roam.
You can't play fast when your opponent's playing fast too.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works in MLBB. Somebody has clearly got to be the beatdown. And now Onicph has decided, yeah, it's us. We're shaking you down. They're literally the big kid who had a growth spurt too early, and Apbren are that skinny kid with chronic allergies.
No, because
I can't fight.
most of their early rotations didn't even require the trio mid to be part of it too. It was mostly just King Kong constantly trying to deny Shizo of being able to farm. And now we're seeing almost all 4 members try to work this. Oh, Kirk though.
Oh.
Okay, that's a...
Okay, that's something at least for Apbren, but they had to commit ultimates for that. They committed the Deadly Magic and the Real World Manipulation just to take down the Yuzhong.
Yep.
This should mean KLVJ push up top. Is Brusco gonna get there in time? No, he wasn't able to clear it up fast enough.
They'll be fine. Again, Onicph are putting on display a type of lineup that we haven't really seen as much in the current metagame. It's a box breaker.
Yep.
They're literally all capable of denying Apbren any ground. And we haven't seen a big 5v5 fight just yet. How likely is that even to happen?
Yeah. Not now that Apbren's very hesitant to even get out of their turret though.
Yeah. Although despite everything that has happened, it's only a 600 or 700 or so gold lead for King Kong compared to the Harley. It's not as bad as, like, let's say 1,000, 2,000 already.
It's a cursed helmet prio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what the mindset for Nova is, but Renmar, consider this. That's a box, yeah. He is okay being low to the ground. A lot of the resources are going elsewhere. That's where a majority of this 3K is. Severo, clean push. Clearly ahead of the curve. Nothing on the map yet for Apbren.
And that is the snapshot of the story of Apbren's game here.
Yeah.
It's that before 7 minutes, before 8 minutes, they've already lost their tower in mid, and you didn't even need a fight to lose that.
It just happened.
It just happened. They were like, okay, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do anymore.
Yeah, and they even took out Aqua's flicker.
Yep.
It was just a preemptive flicker, but Brusco didn't seem to even want to use the Way of the Dragon.
Hey, story of the game. From the first minute, Aqua had the flicker.
Yes.
So expect this to go over and over again until, what, the back of the camel snaps, but where is that going to happen? They jump on Aqua Nova here.
It was actually the Petrify and the knockup used just a Nova. They knew they had the capability to take him down, and now it's KLVJ all alone fighting up against 4, using the flicker as well. Landshaker doesn't land, but Onicph, they just really wanted the kill on Nova.
Yeah. Apbren with a, I wouldn't say it's a win, but at least they were able to get something out of it that KLVJ didn't go down. If KLVJ went down there, that is 100% a win for them. But the thing is, they had to commit so much resources, they can't defend the second tower anymore. Free one for Onicph, suddenly it becomes big Onicph win.
And it's just too much. 5,000 up now. Onicph are bullying Apbren out of even thinking of a contest.
Oh no.
Nothing. That Apbren can do. Because look, you know how bad that bottom lane fight was?
Yep.
Apbren had to spend battle spells or just to not die.
Yeah.
Just to, it's not even to push Onicph back, it's just to be able to get home.
Yeah.
James Pax doesn't even have his full second item yet, the Genius Swan. He had to rush concentrated energy.
And even when he used it on, or even when he tries to use his Deadly Magic on King Kong or anyone who tries to walk up front, I don't think it's going to be worth it. The fight is split up. Severo was actually caught here by both Kirk and now Nova actually actually finishes off the kill. KLVJ though, will he get out of this alive?
Wow.
That might have actually been a really good pickoff from Apbren.
That is how Apbren pulled themselves out from sure defeat.
Yep.
They don't hold the box. They were pretty liquid about it.
Yeah, credits to Nova. He committed the flicker just so he could get to Severo. I don't think even the rest of Onic expected the glue to use that maneuver, which is why Severo is now just sitting there telling his team, guys, I'm sorry, but he flickered on me. If he flickers on me and everyone else is already diving forward, there's little that GESSSS can do against a glue that's so aggressive.
Okay, good news for the Bees. Watching in the arena and at home, there is a silver lining. There's a little bit of a heartbeat still, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I think the duo we're seeing right now the duo we saw right now was Nova and Kel. They're just going full commit in order to take down Severo.
Yeah, sometimes in life you really just have to show that you are fully committed into this. Like you're not gonna suddenly back out. Yeah, we're still talking about MLB.
It's coming from a real place. Apbren have managed to keep the blood from flowing out. Again, they've kept it under 3K. It looks like they're making Onic think twice about taking this Lord. No blitz anywhere soon. James Panks taking the Y brush. KLVJ2, soft reset on the Lord.
Yeah, problem is Shizo's not here and Shizo barely has items.
Conceal, used by Brusco! But that was an off-angle kick. It's gonna be enough though, just to zone out Apbren.
I just want to say that animation looks so funny because it looks like Cho kicked Patrick in the butt. He was just up there, it's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so going back to Shizo's progress right now, he's still on the Swift Crossbow. So he didn't go for the route of Swift Crossbow into DHS, Golden Staff, and then you complete the Corrosion later. He had to rush DHS and Golden Staff, and he still doesn't have his third item. While Severo is very happy with the farm, he's 2,000 up compared to Shizo's Claude.
Yeah.
And I think there's one more step for Shizo after this. The Sea Halberd.
Yes.
There's a lot of armor, a lot of healing from Onic. So once that happens, after he builds his fourth core item, then maybe Apbren can breathe. But for now, they are still just barely keeping their heads above water. Lord defense down bottom. Fair enough, they have a Holy Shield still up for maybe a minute, unless that wave comes crashing down. Onic are just like sharks, they're circling around.
At least there isn't any flicker available for Brusco just yet, but it doesn't have to come from Brusco. It can even start with either King Kong or Super Friends if they wanted to commit, but respecting that there still are Holy Shields available, we might have to wait a bit more.
All right, fair enough, they got to use it. It was a minute until it was going to expire naturally. Top lane, they get to keep tier 2. Yes, they do.
Yeah, but that's a hair stickle away from falling down. Yeah, that's all it's gonna take. It's
Why would you laugh?
Gonna be something in the
It
wind.
sounded funny. Okay.
That was all you, Brigado.
Okay.
Okay, so King Kong even has the Chastise Pauldron, yeah. So even though Shizo has a Trinity, it's a Trinity that's not gonna be worth much.
Yeah, he needs one more.
Yeah, he needs either to rush, as you mentioned, Sea Halberd or Malefic. It's only one of those two he needs to go for.
Okay, no, the Petrify was dodged. James Pank was so fast to react to that.
Some signs of life again. Apbren, say what you will about their hero pool. Say what you will about, their greater macro in general, but mechanically speaking, you cannot discount the hive.
Yeah. Second problem though, Aqua is so gapped to Super Friends. 3 levels down. And in terms of the gold, almost 2,000, no, even actually 2,000 is the lead of Super Friends. He's up to the Sky Piercer. I wish we could see how much. Okay, and he's either
just
one
10,
stack or stackless, depending on when he got that kill.
I think he got it after the Sky Piercer.
So, 20.
build.
So he should be at 20? Yeah, let's assume that he is at 20 right now.
Get a freebie upon building it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aqua had to rush a Divine Glaive, but at this point you need one more item for the Eve damage to really be felt at this point, considering there are 3 Radiant Armors you have to deal with on the other side. And considering the King Kong Baksha also built up the Cursed Helmet as the first one, meaning that's even just a slightly bit more magic defense as well.
Or you looking to rush a Lantern?
Yeah.
Look at all the HP over there.
Yeah. You're going to need the magic version of DHS. Oh no, Nova's pants, bro!
He's fine.
I thought he was going to wedgie him.
Ah.
It looks like a wedgie because his airborne animation is him just like
Backwards.
backwards, yeah.
South up.
Yeah.
All right. Quick rotation by the Super Fam. Again, want to play with this major lead, 5,000 gold. Pulling the Lord slightly over to their side. Severo has to watch out for Nova again. That lethal maneuver of the flicker, mount attempt, almost single-handedly kept Apbren in this game. And I think that's why they're keeping Savero scarce. Like, all right, always stay back, have at least 2 members protect you before we begin.
Ooh, okay, KelVJ might actually end up becoming the anchor here for Apbren. He's up to a Queen's Wings. Playing his cards right, and he might be able to carry Apbren through victory with this next fight, but Shizo can't even go there. They're sending Shizo to farm. They might just give this Lord up. They're gonna play for the defense.
Yeah, that's a Mountain Shocker used, so they are fully aware that Shizo's not gonna join this.
Not that anyone's asking, but my 2 cents is, it's worth it. They can afford to defend. I think they can even afford to lose 1 inhibitor for the hope of a wipeout. Again, quick moves. Dodge the Petrify, dodge the initial initiation from Onicph, clear the Lord, then snap back hard.
Yeah, and
that seems to be the play in their head.
Earlier too, James Panks, it seemed like he had enough damage to take out Super Prince when he actually finds the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, but the thing is, because of Prince building the wings, and then now Savero also has a Winter Crown, he has so much farm, he had so much space, that the play that Apbren has in their mindset of, let's say, Nova, KelVJ dives. They force out resources, making it clear for Shizo to go in with a Blazing Duet and James Panks to go in with a Deadly Magic. They might not even be able to pull it off. Although they were able to bring Prince down to around 50%, he'll just be able to regen that.
Oh,
Yep, there goes the inhibitor.
Crimson Beacon in from Super Prince. What? James Panks actually trying to take down Kirk?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, now that's the setup coming in from Busco. Nova is nowhere to be found. The real world manipulation is committed as well, but they bring the fight out of it. Black Dragon form coming in from Kirk. They're not gonna force the fight anymore. Not when that turret's still up in mid.
Okay. Apbren are not comfortable with the repercussions of their long-term plan. I think they were going for that same play, and then they're like, wait, there's not enough of us to do this.
Wait, James Panks, what's he gonna do?
Can he find the angle?
What is going on? Now it's all Apbren going for the chase, but without the Blazing Duet, Onyx just gonna run away.
That was just 2 very slick and elusive cores taking down 2 from Onicph.
Beautiful play by James Panks, and Shizo with the follow-up as well. Savero couldn't do anything. He went down way too quick.
Yeah, you want to keep Savero scars, but who would have expected James Panks to come from that
Did he not
angle?
have enough time to Winter Crown, or was it off of cooldown?
I'm thinking maybe it was off of cooldown because he could have Winter Crowned
Yeah,
that.
there were enough seconds for him to.
Yeah.
So he just got bursted.
Yeah. Maybe he just didn't have it up, but I don't remember him using it at the last engagement, or I might have missed that interaction. So now, it's unfortunate for Savero. The 2 deaths he had is on the backs of just great individual play. The first one was Nova just showing up with a flicker. The second one was literally James Panks coming out of nowhere that there's no, like, I'm sorry, coach. What can I do when the Harley has full bursted me and I don't have my Winter Crown? Apparently, we're just assuming here.
Literally just, coach, you try. You try surviving that.
It would be so sad if he was just like checking the items or something like that.
Yeah, because you were literally theoretically out of harm's way. No one knew that James Panks was there. I don't think there was a Mountain Shocker to check. Lord respawns once again, same quarter up top. 3,000 gold. Apbren looks like they can contest. Now it looks like Shizo is willing to join now.
Yeah.
Blitz.
Yeah, the wave is looking really good down bottom too, but it's just gonna be such a quick blitz from Onicph.
Yeah, perfect play. Let's see if Apbren can survive another defense. This is Lord 3 already.
Without 2 base turrets.
Yeah. Without 2 base turrets, they only have the one in mid.
The 2 worst inhibitors to lose.
Exactly. It's really tough for them to control this. They're gonna send James Panks and KelVJ a little bit further out. Oh, wait, no, I thought, You guys have the space to clear out that minion wave, but okay, they're gonna use it to delay a little bit. They're waiting for the next big one instead.
Okay.
Okay.
They could have cleared that up much quicker so that the minion would... I mean, they probably thought not worth it because the Lord is marching up top.
Okay, quick item update. Shizo did not build a Sea Halberd. Went for the Wind of Nature and Malefic Gun.
Oh.
So it's neither of our calls. So I guess they're expecting the damage to come from elsewhere. So they're still investing in the Harley Mage damage combo.
Yeah, wait. How fast are you going to be able to get your Deadly Magic back?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really quick. Not unless Onicph forces a fight. Now that he doesn't have it. Okay, the Black Dragon form. Kirk not going to use it just yet. Trying to regain some of his HP back. Apbren. Oh, look at the damage coming from Shizo. Starting to feel it.
Here we go!
Whoa, was that a flicker from Aqua into the real world? And now Shizu going in. There's a counter Black Dragon form, though. Knockup from the way of the dragon. KillVJ might not be able to attack everything all alone. Kirk with a 3-man knockup. KillVJ falls down first, and it's a double kill for Severo. A winter ground play to keep him safe, and the immortality pickup. But even with the grab on Kinko, what can Apbren do? It's only Shizu trying to look for the trades, but Brusco still has the immortality either way.
2 cores left in the base. It's not over just yet. They do pick up Kirk, but let me tell you now, Kirk for 3, and all the haters online say it's Ryota who should play. Onicph are in this. They want to end it now.
Oh,
Perfect furious dive by Kirk earlier, Super Friends.
and the counter Crimson Beacon, Mountain Shocker 2, blazing to it, but he gets stunned! And Shizu pops his immortality! Is there nowhere to run? A way of the Dragon 2 onto James Pass, but just as he uses the space escape again, he is not going to be able to defend, and Onicph are taking game number 1.
From minute 1, the Super Fam decided this was going to end quick. Some light of hope for Apbren, but Onicph still takes it, going to match point.
Perfect rotations early on. Eventually, Apbren were able to drag it out just a little bit long enough to get a bit more farm, to start making the damage get felt. But the lead that they built, the draft that they got, and Kirk's Yu Zhong play was stellar there in the end. Fantastic, furious dive onto 3.
Yeah. I think there are so many Kirk fans rejoicing out there right now. May not have been the Arlot, but it's pretty much the same in terms of what it's able to provide. The impact and denying Apbren, because I felt like at the moment Apbren were just, yeah, we're gonna start a fight now, because we never really started a fight the entire time.
Is this an early MVP call, even before we see any signs of who it is? Because I'm going to say Kirk. Kirk, almost single-handedly, throughout the later half of this game, won the game back from out of a comeback potential.
Yeah, you could also make a argument, I guess, maybe KDAY, Super Friends' impact was also stellar. He went 4-0-6. Clean game from him, and it was his early aggression that did force out the flicker from Eve early on. Maybe Brusco, but of course, I gotta agree, it has to be that Yu Zhong, man.
Yeah, these two guys, Prince and Kirk especially, being able to shut down their lane counterparts meant something really huge for this game.
Yeah, 2-3-5. Not a KDA that you would think is worthy of an MVP, but you watch this game and you'll see how his Yu Zhong single-handedly forced out 2 or 3 battle spells, 2 or 3 ults for Apbren to only not even win the fight, but consider how they can catch their breath. That is how strong Kirk has been. That's the kind of athlete he is. Again, he's not as clean or as, how do I say, consistent, but is it fair to say I compare him to Flap? Him and Flap have just the highest highs. This is one high for Kirk.
Yeah, you just know he's, like, the mindset is always going to be there regardless of what the KDA tells us.
Yeah.
Or regardless of what his performance shows us. You know, he's just that constantly aggressive guy, so sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want to, but in moments like these, it's perfect for Onicph and their execution. This was the outplay.
And I think we mentioned this in the keys to victory.
Bareng.
They have to be laban. They have to keep fighting. Kirk is a fighting XP laner.
Yeah.
He don't take this line down.
Which makes me think, should the Red 4 pick for Apbren, should it have been different? Do they need to get the Claude already right away? They already have one of their carries. I thought they were going to play again the card of just show the roam EXP decision already.
You know what the problem is with the Claude? I think the Claude was chosen to protect the glue. Because if the glue was on the, if the Claude was picked by Onicph, again, I think they were gonna likely pick usage in anyways, but if ever the Claude went to Onicph, that would have been free AOT stacks if there was a glue, remember? So I think there was that kind of mindset for Apbren. So to address the situation, maybe they shouldn't have picked the glue so early. I don't know, is it just me or is the glue not that strong and it's not Red 3 worthy?
Yeah, the glues in Rome have just been quite unsuccessful for the most part here in MPL Philippines. Be it paired with a Valier, be it paired with an Eve. In this scenario, an Eve who struggled a lot in terms of positioning, because how do you even find the right spot to just use your real world when even before a team fight breaks out, you're forced to use your flicker, you're forced to just recall because you're very low on HP?
Yeah, the initial trade was actually like the biggest problem for Apbren. They got the burn flicker from Aqua, because Nova and Aqua couldn't handle the Juicin and then the Cho in mid, which opened up the jungle of James Banks.
Okay, now in hindsight, it wasn't even red 3 glue. It was 1-2 glue.
1-2.
It's a red 2 glue.
Again, that's too early. That's too soon. So
Even with the Juicin first pick.
Yeah, I think Apbren really need to work on that hero pool. Was 2 weeks really not enough?
2 weeks was enough for other teams to figure out what worked for them, though. So
Different folks, different strokes.
yeah.
It's not over just yet, though. Apbren has another game to catch up, and this was a long game. To be fair, 1928 is a long game in terms of MPLPH standards. We go anywhere from 11 to 15 for a quick game. Anything after that is a protracted match. So that aside, anything else we noticed besides the glue, besides the whole draft situation?
I'm still gonna lean one more into the draft. Maybe it didn't need to be a Kalea ban. Maybe it could have been a Juicin ban instead.
Maybe they needed the Kalea.
Maybe they needed a Kalea, actually, yeah.
Maybe that's what they needed to outplay the rest with the Infinix GT30, featuring the GT trigger for lightning fast reactions and MLBB certified 120 FPS for ultra control. Dominate the game with Infinix GT30, the power behind every Madlang gamer. Quick reminder that you can dominate the land of Dawn. You need a connection that never lets you down. From scouting rotations to tracking the bros, stay online and in the zone.
Yep, and you could do all that if you power up with the Smart Power All 99. Get 10 gigabytes of data for MLBB and your favorite apps, plus unlimited FB, calls, and texts. Share every GG moment with Smart, the simply reliable partner of the MPL.
I love
missed
Smart.
this super fam.
Yeah.
This super fam is the kind of team that I don't think it's a matter of slowing it down. Remember, was it them who had to slow it down, or were we dictating that they're the slower team between the two?
They were the slower team, like, for the first 2 weeks.
Them going fast is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, super fans, it's time to flex, unleash your creativity, because the MLBB Get Ow UGC challenge is officially live. We're giving away 1,000 diamonds to the most solid entry. So let's get solid.
Okay. I think it's a very simple choreography. If you were to ask, it just requires 3 movements, hand movements, so it's very easy to learn. And there are also 3 ways to win. Show off your peak ouch moments in the gameplay challenge, slay the game with your outfit check transitions, or bring that energy to the Halukay Ube Dance challenge. Just post your entries with the official hashtags and you're in.
Yeah, and if your vibes are on point and your edits are crisp, great, those diamonds are yours for the taking. So we're looking for effort here, folks. If you have a high school, college cousin who's looking to make a little bit of extra and they're great with editing, maybe you should tap them. So lock in your entries and show us what you got. Get out.
What would you choose? I would be the ouch. I would just choose like a funny gameplay clip.
I'm gonna do the dance challenge.
Yeah, I would dance. I'd be willing to
You
dance.
would? You should dance with us.
Not happening.
Never.
Not happening. So, with that said, Super Fam back in form. It's not like they had anything to fix themselves. It was just more the metagame was going to a level that they need to catch up to. And can we say that they've caught up? Like, this is to their speed.
Yeah. It's a good read, knowing the type of team that they're up against. The fact that you could also argue that maybe Apbren handed this draft to Onicph and the Silver Platter, because once they saw the Hardy and the Glue, they were like, okay, we go fast. We go Cho, Baksha, and then suddenly you get to see with really, really perfect rotations by King Kong, by Brusco, and Friends. They just got snuffed out.
Yeah, and it felt like a very reckless in a good way kind of gameplay. Considering that Kirk is in, this is what you want to see from Onicph Philippines.
Before we get back into the match, let's go ahead and go courtside as we get to know a little bit more about Dewa United Philippines.
Super fans, welcome back to the sidelines. This is your very own Odin together with Thea. And right now, Dewa United is taking over MPLPH Arena. And I believe we have fresh faces here today.
That's right, Odin. Please join us in welcoming the Dewa United CEO, David, the very lovely Valine, and of course, ang mainit-init pa from MDL Philippines, Dewa United PH.
Wow, welcome to the home of the champions, Dewa United. And I would like to talk first with Valin. Welcome back to the Philippines.
Thank you. Hello all. It's actually my second time here in Philippines. I'm so happy to come back.
Yes, we're so glad to see you again here. We've been with her during M5. She stayed here for quite some time. And how is it being back in MPL Philippines?
I'm really happy, not just in the MPL, but in the Philippines. I really love the food.
Wow. What's your favorite food here?
Basically everything that has pork in it. Very good.
Okay. And how is the crowd here in MPLPH Arena?
Actually, it's quite similar with MPL Indonesia. They're really lively. They're really supportive. When I'm going in, they were like really crowded and very supportive. I'm really happy to be here. It reminds me of MPL Indonesia.
Wow, and I believe so. They are very starstruck with their beauty. Thank you so much, Valin. And I want to talk to David, their CEO. Welcome to MPLPH. How is the crowd here in MPLPH?
Very, very good lah. Better from Indonesia.
Oh!
Ini the fans very, very.
They're very passionate, just
Yeah.
like the Indonesian fans. David,
Yeah, Indonesian also same like this.
Yeah,
But in here the fans, if the match all come,
yes, of
very
course.
good.
They're very supportive, and we are here with you with your MDL team.
yes, this is my team MDL.
I believe you're very proud of them right now because they've showed a great performance, especially yesterday. Let's introduce their MDLPH team, starting with Karasu. Introduce your IGN and your role, every player.
By the way, my name is Karasu, explainer of Dewa United PH.
Hi, I'm Draven, jungler ng Dewa United.
Hi, I'm Tak, Google Laner ng Dewa PH. I'm Meko, roamer ng Dewa.
Hi, I'm Jax, explainer ng Dewa United PH.
Hi, I'm RKY, mid laner ng Dewa United PH.
And of course, guys, we want to know, coming from the MDLPH and now here at the MPL, how is the experience so far? Kamusta yung atmosphere, Karazu? Kamusta yung atmosphere? Have you enjoyed yourself here?
Yun nga. Bale, parang ganun pa rin. Parang medyo may kaba. Ganun talaga pag may crowd. Parang nakaka-inspire lalo maglaro na makapunta sa MPL kasi yun nga, ganito. Sobrang saya. Lalo na pag marami mong susuporta sa'yo.
Siyempre, parang kaba at excitement ang nararamdaman nyo. Baka one day nandito na rin kayo, di ba? Pero kasi kahapon, nakita rin natin ang magandang performance nyo dahil natalo nyo rin ang defending champions. Ano pa ba i-expect namin sa Dewa MDL?
Expect nyo na lang, marami pa kaming lalabas sa mga susunod. So, abangan nyo na lang kami at supportahan.
Aabangan namin kayo at sino nga ba ang inaabangan nyo rin na makalaban? Yes, sino yan? Feel ko meron kayong binubulong kanina eh.
Siguro, Aurora.
Aurora, okay. Aabangan natin ang match na yan.
And you know, for Dewa, galing sila sa qualifiers to regular season, tapos ngayon nasa play-ins na kayo. Kamusta yung journey na yon? Masaya ba yung naging experience? Meron bang pressure?
Okay lang naman po.
Okay lang, hindi sila mukhang pressured. And again, thank you so much, Dewa United PH. Maraming salamat for being with us today. Of course, their MDL team, David, their CEO, and Valin, their brand ambassador. Let's throw it back to the casters.
The future of MLBB. That is Dewa United PH, a team out of the MDL, who, correct me if I'm wrong, recently just served up the defending champions' first loss in quite a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Twisted Minds, Rough World, did not see that coming.
Yeah, I believe the casters yesterday, because I got the chance to just scroll through or scroll past the live stream, were all mind blown because of what happened, and it's looking really bright for them. Hopefully, we get to see them soon. Because what are we looking at right now? Even we're looking at James Panks. We're looking at some MDL graduates. Some of our teams here too are filled with MDL graduates, and there's such a bright future ahead for all these players.
Brenmar, have you met Valine?
No, I don't think I've had. I've met a lot of Indonesian figures, but I don't think I've ever met her yet in person.
We can fix that.
Okay.
Yep.
I always love meeting new people.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, jumping back into the game here. Game number 2, it's Apbren's turn.
Why you laugh?
They're going to blue side, and they choose Flying Clouds. Let's go fast.
Okay.
I like it. Speed. This allows your EXP laners to... Oh, well, actually, yeah. If an EXP laner or anyone else falls, you can quickly respond. So I think that's where the mindset right now of Apbren is, that they've accepted that I think Onicph want to go fast.
Yeah, blood will be shed.
Yeah, blood will be shed. Let's trade it out. Let's be aggressive as well. I'm thinking, what else can Nova pick up? I don't think the glue's gonna fit him and work anymore, especially with this one.
So again, I'll double down one point you brought in before we jumped into that Dewa United interview. Kalia. They shouldn't have banned Kalia, sir.
Yeah.
If anything, they should have threatened it so that just in case King Kong wasn't feeling the play Baxia, they could also kind of like soft counter all the assassins, because Kalia eats assassins alive.
Yeah. And if ever Onicph did decide to, let's say hypothetically, they first pick the Kalea if it was open for them, then what? You get the Juicin, fam. The Juicin wouldn't have been banned out. I think Apbren just ended up playing into a losing trade, considering that they banned out the Kalea instead of opening it up. You also have to consider, I think, considering that you're going up against Super Friends, maybe giving him the Juicin might not be the best play here.
Yeah, because I think there are like quite a lot of requirements or conditions that have to be met so you get to see the glue actually win. They made it work once though, but there were like other options available similar to the Hildas, which are less demanding, I'd say, in terms of the execution, and could just really fight head to head against what Onicph wanted to happen in the mid lane earlier on. So let's see if they actually get an opportunity to... What were we saying?
Yeah, look at this. Even Onicph are looking at Apbren and saying, oh, we don't want to give Nova Kalea.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Apbren earlier was like, yeah, we don't want to give Nova Kalea. Wait, what?
What?
Why?
Okay.
I mean, no point crying over spilled milk, but that is where we're at right now.
Okay.
So they take out the Eve. I think Juicin might be good for Apbren. If it's open.
Also, Marcel is still out there.
And the Suyo.
Yeah, and the Marcel.
But if ever it does get open, would Apbren consider it in first?
No, I don't think so. I think Onicph did already show off that they can play the tank fighters that go fast. They can just double down on the Baxia yet again.
Still gonna ban it though.
But they still ban it.
Which I think is still an advantage for Onicph.
Yeah.
Because sure, King Kong is the greatest 2-0 in history. But that's, like, I don't want to say it, man. I don't want to say the C word. But it's a crutch for James right now.
Well, I think considering that you also have to think about the Harley, because if the Harley shows up, then that's actually going to threaten Nova, who's been prolifically more known as the artillery type of mage, the Eves and Farsas of the world, the ones who really want to stay in the back line or have bodies around him. Yeah, Aqua.
Yes.
Oh, who did I say? I'm sorry.
Nova.
Oh, Nova. Oh, excuse me.
No, because they're the duo. It's okay.
Yeah, I meant Aqua.
Well, you know, tomato.
That's not what I'm saying. They don't look super. They look very different.
This is not a Sean Nosha situation.
No,
okay.
No, not at all.
I have zero excuse.
Freya gets taken out by Apbren. So, Zushin confirmed to still be at least open. Marcel confirmed to be open. Do you go blue one Harley? Is it that in the map?
Right now, I think you rush Juicin. If ever it is going to be open for you. But then there's going to be a lot of threat
The
on the side of
Valentina's
Onicph.
there too.
Yeah, because even now, like, let's say they pick up Juicin.
Because the Sora is actually open.
There's so much open. So if ever the Sora is left open, you're going to have to consider a Valentina first pick for Aqua.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
No.
Okay.
No, I think still Valentina, maybe not blue one.
Okay.
Still a strong pick for either team.
Yeah. So what? You don't pick up a mid laner yet, and then leave Onicph up to the option. Because if ever Onicph do end up getting the Juicin again, and then Apbren get the Valentina later, they're gonna be playing for it as, okay, it's because we want to block potentially big ultimates.
This is tough because you can go Valentina now, then Onicph just totally ignores it. Or you go Marcel now, and then Valentina goes, then Onicph goes Valentina.
Yeah. I think Valentina might be the safest. Oh, I mean, Juicin also.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if anyone's going to be willing to pick up the Marcel in the first. Usually the Marcels that we've seen showed up in the
they're
second phase.
second phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, there's only like 2 Marcel teams, right?
Yeah.
It's Apbren and TNC.
TNC.
Okay. In action later on this week, and not tonight, but
Oh, Perks also had one game, I think, but it
Chocolate
wasn't successful.
2.
I guess so. Maybe Omega. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think Marcel wouldn't be a bad pick. Unless you don't want to pick up the Marcel because you're worried you're going to just get lifted up
rises when I give the word.
by the juice in. Okay.
It's another Baksha game.
Yeah, Onic understand the type of team that they're up against with Apbren, James Spanks and his Assassins. And usually Baksha's just like a great response for that. You also have Khalid too.
This isn't even like the Cho where you have a bit more reflex factor. It's like straight up roam jungle.
Yeah.
I love it. This is, again, we've known King Kong for quite a while. He's not exactly a newbie, but there are players who are a little older than him in the league.
Yeah.
He's growing before our eyes. This is reminding me of the Carl TZ Cat Jungler era.
If they're willing to not go into the second phase without a jungle, if they're willing to go into the second phase without a jungle pick just yet, they can go for Cho carry so that they already have a gold laner that can knock through. If they want to go favorite pick for Shizo, they can go Moscow, but I don't think it's any of that. They're still going to go with the Glue Roam. Let's see how it works with the Juicin, maybe. And then one of the possibilities we mentioned was the Leomord for James Banks in this series, and he does go for that instead.
I don't think they're gonna Faramis, right? But there's a chance to. No, they probably won't.
Yeah, with the Juicin and the Leomord, you lose a lot of the value real quickly.
Yeah. Okay,
but maybe, who knows?
Still, again.
They might even Vexana. It did show up before.
Or the Lilia, because.
Or the Lilia. That'd be pretty good.
Lilia Khalid in the mid if you just want to like.
This is worrying.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, gonna get Kimmy.
Still also very good against the glue.
Yes.
Well, I think it's a wash, especially if Nova just kind of fixates on Super Princess Kimmy. But, okay, quick draft recap here. In the opener of Game 1, that first phase, Jungler got locked in, mid laner got locked in, and the glue got locked in for Apbren. So even on glue, they're following the same pattern.
Match appeal. I wonder if Onic are thinking about maybe going for, I don't know, Freya's gone.
Oh.
Don't you have fighter gold options left?
And Onic are playing on the same wavelength. Look, it's also Jungler, roam mid.
Yeah.
Yes.
So roam mid trio priority, and then side lanes are just left up to the draft of the matchups.
But it's gonna be, it's so tough for Shizu right now. Could have been a better chance for him to pick up the Harriet, so the laning could go a bit better for them. But
good luck.
They took out the Harriet already, and you don't want a similar situation to happen here because the Claude took so much time in game number 1. That's a Khalid, Kimmy, Baksha that could just constantly rotate towards the gold lane.
Yeah, and if ever Onic might just also rush the carry at red 4.
The Moskov could.
Moskov could work. You can't go wrong. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a YSS gold again.
Make some noise!
But they turned off the possibility of a gold lane CC because they could have gone for double fighters and then just play for the Kimmy as your main carry. Similar to what Aurora does when they have Freya available for Domikite and then Yue gets a Kimmy in mid.
Okay. So is it another gold lane ban? They banned the Moskov last.
Yeah.
No, it was Apbren who actually banned the Moskov earlier.
I think they have to consider taking out a Kirk hero here, but the pool is so wide. There's really can't go wrong at the EXP lane at this point. Either go Lapu, Yuzhong, anything that can just dive, be aggro.
Honestly, anything.
Even if Phoveus will be annoying for Apbren, because now you have the Boxer, you have the Phoveus on you, Khalid would have bursted you down.
His Arlot's also still available.
They ban out the carry instead of picking up for themselves.
They are Arlot. Because even KLVJ plays a mean Arlot.
Right, but Onic picks first after.
Yeah, they pick in red 4, and they get, which again I suggest. You know what? No, I'm not that afraid for Savero. That's how.
Yeah, right.
That's how. I don't want to say easy, but that's how breezy this draft has been for Onic. That they're not in any threat. They can do whatever they want. Red 4-5.
Yeah. I mean, we also have to consider that maybe Nova and Aqua gets to play the mid lane a little bit better now that they have a Juicin with them.
Wow.
Okay, that's a really good ban. That would have messed up Apbren big time. Also showing though that might mean Shizo might not be going for a diving gold. He's going to be picking up a gold laner that
Has some range.
stay in the back just a little bit more.
What? Oh, okay.
Why is everyone moving chairs at the same time?
I was supposed to ask.
What's going on?
Hey. Oh, look at the super fam.
Yeah,
the
Super Fam always shows up.
Super Fam is growing week in and week out.
I thought I was killer for a moment.
You know that they now have a Beyblade X team?
Is that true?
That's true.
Oh wow.
Onicph sitting up front. One of their new
The Hive
acquisitions.
too, though.
The what?
The Hive.
The Hive is growing too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Because I saved it's a YSS again, man. You can't go wrong
That's
with
what I'm
it.
saying. Like,
Yes.
they're not sweating it.
Can't go wrong with that pick.
Nick, you want to play Yisun Shin? Yes, coach. Okay, Clayton, you got it.
But could this be another glue roam, though?
Yeah, likely it is.
Okay, there's the
They get the
Moskov.
Moskov. Zora's gone. And you know what? Maybe it's KLVJ's time to pick up the Yuzhong. Maybe it's his turn.
I support that. I'd rather see that than the Arlon.
Yuzhong or what if Phoveus? I'm okay with the Phoveus too.
But it can be a playmaking hero.
Yeah. And early on, Onic might not have the damage to deal with this Phoveus. So either the Yuzhong or the Phoveus for me.
But I don't know why I want like more AO. Okay. Wait.
Whoa, it's so Rome. It's an XP glue.
Eh.
Yeah, they XP the glue instead.
Wait. We've yet to find out.
Yeah.
And it is glue XP. Okay.
And not what I expected for Kirk, but
Me too.
That's not a Kirk hero.
it matches the glue, I guess.
Yo, they're both just gonna be playing for the
Yeah,
carries.
they're gonna do.
A little bit of dead lane sitch there.
That's as deadly as it gets.
What happened to playing fast?
Yeah, I thought interesting. They both just end up defaulting. It's like, all right, we're both gonna be playing for the carries, cowboy. It's a Mexican standoff in Manila.
Okay.
It's a Manila standoff.
And if we're talking about carries, I think Onic trumps Apbren because there's only one real carry for the Hive, right?
Yeah, they have two. And then your other carry, the Leomord for Apbren, is conditional.
Yeah.
Either he has an early game or you don't feel him until late game.
And the early game is gonna depend on whether or not Prince and Bruce go replicate what happened in game 1 again.
Here we go. The Hive up against the ropes. The Super Fam at match point. Game number 2 in week 3's opener.
Okay.
Ah, smart. KLVJ knew that Kirk wanted to cut, so he got off the initial spring of damage on him. Yeah. But he's still going to be able to cut this without a problem. At this point, it's going to be hard to maneuver that glue.
There you go again. Kimi Khalid in mid as expected. Oh my goodness.
PL.
Kirk's actually handling this pretty well.
2v1!
Oh,
He has to go back.
so close.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Hans is also very familiar with his trade.
Yeah, the glue guy. Oh wait, Nova. Oh, that's where you want it to be! In the first minute of the game.
Oh, Nova, not like that, sir, not like that.
Okay, Cho into the... Okay, he has the crowd control, he has the mobility, but the damage output from Onic now is kind of more painful.
That's the Khalid.
And the Kimi.
And the Kimi together. And
At
I
least,
think
yeah.
Onic burned through the mana of Aqua. Oh, is he gonna steal it? Oh, he stole it!
Grab that purple by King Kong!
He just...
And he walks away!
And he walks away laughing. Kirk laughing as well. King Kong, stellar. He might end up becoming match MVP if they win this.
Yeah, this is Flying Clouds, by the way, but that's not gonna help Apbren up against this rotational speed we're seeing from Onic. Oh, what?
Oh my lord. Something to note, Kirk has sub 60 heart rate.
Yeah.
Look at that, he's so chill right now.
He's the nonchalant guy. I thought he was less nonchalant in the previous days or the previous months, but you see it in game, he's still that same guy, you know.
Scientifically nonchalant.
Scientifically nonchalant.
King Kong and Super Friends are currently working out their cardio lightly at 120 plus.
Oh, Kirk using his ultimate already. Oh, this is such a low effort from Onic again. Especially now that they're on this kind of XP lane.
Okay,
Yeah.
considering that this might be the same story, James! Alright, close call. Considering this might be the same story as game 1, let's go flicker sideways!
Flicker sidestep, but I think it was a second bit too late.
Yeah, no, but the problem is James Banks is gonna lose his orange and he's not even level 4 yet.
Yeah, an early Sky Piercer for Super Friends as well.
This is worse than game 1. They had the hopes of maybe Shizo coming online. They had James Banks at least farming. Now, they got nothing.
Oh, Traction Pulse. LVJ. Oh, this is not the kind of gameplay you're used to seeing from the King.
Glue is not a playmaking hero.
He's just running away.
Yeah, he's not, which is why we leaned onto the idea that...
Oh, look, that's the first stack.
Yeah, that's a stack on the Sky Piercer Super Friends. He rushed that. That's why we were posing the idea that that's most likely a roam glue already.
Yeah.
We accepted it, and then Kirk can just end up with something more bombastic, like the Lapu Lapu, the Phovius, the Yuzhong, excuse me, the Phovius that we mentioned.
This is not too bombastic. So bombastic.
Yikes. And Onic are winning XP. They've 100% won the center of the map in the jungle. Severo is handling the trade in the gold lane really well. He has a 2-level gap over Shizo.
Kill VJ's heart rate's twice that of Kirk, by the way. Oh, Raging Sandstorm onto Nova. Still commits the flicker and the way of the dragon. Now here comes James Banks. This might just be a turnaround for Apbren. They find the kill on Super Friends in exchange of Nova, and Aqua actually finds a double. But James Banks will have to go down just the same. Severo joining the fight. A triple for King Kong. KLVJ's here, but can they still find more? It's King Kong and Severo who still uses the flicker to get away.
Here comes Nova off the flying clouds. Gets that kick on the King Kong, knocking him up. Once more, kill VJ coming in. 2 members of Onikin.
That's a tanky Baksha who just walked away.
All right. And he survives. 2-level gap, 4 kills under his name. That looked really good for Apbren. But Onic feel it, and King Kong knows. They have control. They have the lead.
Okay.
The Hive come alive for maybe a second, given that James Banks got his ult, couple of kills for Aqua, but that lasted, but just as quickly as it came through.
It didn't slow down Onic at all.
Another stolen buff! James Banks is getting his lunch money stolen.
Yeah. Has a purple, but he won't be able to get his orange.
Oh my goodness, what?
And Kirk is TPing. Oh, that's Shades of the General right there.
I've seen this before from an explainer from Onic.
Okay, now he might get punished. Has the Purify though. Can he get away? No! He's lasts for a bit longer, but that's 4 members of Apbren.
Imagine the time Kirk bought for Severo up top, for Super Friends in mid, for the rest of the map to freeze, just for Apbren to pay attention to him.
Yeah, Severo has 4,000 gold, 1,500 over Shizo, 900 plus. Actually, make that 1,000 plus over the highest gold earner right now in Onic, which is Aqua's Juicin. James Banks is just about to cross the 3,000 threshold. Whatever happened in the last 2 weeks for Onic has been stellar.
Yeah.
The pick into the Uranus, the cut, dominating KLVJ. He shouldn't have taken that trade behind the tower, by the way.
They had one hell of a holy week, I'll tell you that much.
The speed at which Onic is going right now reminds me so much of level 15, the level 15 challenge for King Kong.
9 minutes, was it?
The 9-minute level 15 challenge for King Kong, and right now he's a level 10, but it just goes to show how fast things are happening for Onic, even despite this lineup, which we thought would slow them down a bit. It's still the same, even with the Uranus in the XP lane.
Yeah, again, we have to amount it to how Nova ended up getting misplayed early on. That early death should not have happened. Another stolen buff. Because of that, they can't protect their own jungle because Nova has to protect James Banks in the purple wherever he is to try and get farm. And he's going to be 3 levels behind. But he's not that far off of the threshold. He's going to be hitting level 9, so I think it's still going to be a 2-level gap.
6,000 approaching. Onic keeping up the pressure. Severo holding on to this turtle. That's a purple take for King Kong, who builds his pauldron. That's it. Even if, let's say, Shizo gets there, he'll even struggle to take down King Kong.
King Kong always goes in first. Oh no.
Seems like the early glue pick is the curse of Apbren this series. They thought they could make magic with it, but apparently not. The Baksha is more than enough to deal with it, the speed that it has. How Brusco and Super Friends has played the trade against Aqua and Nova throughout the series, completely diffing them in mid.
It's a flex, but it doesn't provide the same level of, I don't know, flexibility that the other flex picks.
I think we're reminded why Glue works best if it's picked as one of the last picks.
Exactly, it happened again! This Glue has picked Blue 2 and 3!
This is a learning to walk away from, definitely.
Okay.
There goes my diamonds! I predicted Apbren have solved their hero pool issues in the week off, but
yeah,
it looks like there's another thing that they have to figure out. Onicph now approaching the 7K gold lead mark at 8 minutes. This is definitely a worse situation they were in game 1. Apbren, at least there's some space for Shizo. He will be able to farm up top.
Yeah, that's all he can afford to do as they lose more of their outer turrets.
Whoa!
Yeah. Severo has that massive lead over Shizo. He's on his way to his third main item after the endless battle and the Hunter's Strike. Shizo still trying to catch up, doesn't have the Trinity just yet. In terms of the utility items that Apbren has, they don't even have like Dom Isis on board. They do have the Glowing Wand for Aqua, but they need a little bit more damage now to come out of that juice in. Nova had to build the Radiant Armor first. There are a lot of constant magic damage sources he has to deal with through the Kimi, even the Baksha with the Tortoise's Puissance. But then at this point, you're also lacking anti-physical damage. You're gonna need to build up anti-Karasus really quickly at this point because Severo's at that damage threshold, 7,000 plus gold, already built up the Malefic Roar.
Yeah, at least they're holding on to their tier 1 in mid. At least they still have that. But that's about it, because Onicph, I doubt they think twice about even blitzing this Lord because of with a 7K gold lead.
There is no contest. Apbren have to get the most out of the time that they know Onicph is taking the Lord. So that's farm up top, farm in mid. They're managing the waves. They'll allow it to crash through. The mid is their margin. The mid is their border. Look at this. Kirk in the back line. Front line. Nova's fighting.
Yep, the grab. Oh, but Severo has a flicker and he just brought him deep in enemy territory now. Apbren are split up. And QVJ has nowhere to run.
Yeah, that was desperate. I think LVJ didn't realize that Apbren can't back him up there. Great flicker out by Severo. Total outplay. Onicph are on the way to sweeping this.
This is a much better setup. Oh, look at that two-man set coming from Brusco. It's James Spence who actually gets taken out first. Nova falling next. Aqua and Shizo left alone. What can you do? All your frontliners are gone.
Usually not a move I would suggest, but flickering and ulting underneath the tier 1 when you're up 9,000, 8,000 is a good thing. Look at this. Onicph crashing forward.
Aqua still wanted to fight that even despite the presence of the Lord. I mean, the death timers are relatively low, but
yeah, I don't think they're realizing just how chunky and unstoppable this Baksha of King Kong is at this point.
He's thick with 6 Cs.
Yep. It's Chastised Pauldron, Cursed Helmet, Radiant Armor. The Super Fam are back and in a different shade of it.
Yeah.
Fast, dominating, but more calculated and deadly.
You know what? The last time we saw them in this farm was when they won in Season 14. Where they almost went undefeated. Remember that?
Yeah.
We don't talk about Golden Mash anymore, but do you remember that? They used to play fast as well. They used to end games sub 12. Call it a lightning round. They're on their way.
Oh,
that's a kick.
Oh, but that's a beautiful set coming in from Nova.
Wow.
Severo once again.
What a pick and what a kick.
How'd they find Clayton?
I don't.
That was all Nova. That was all Nova.
Wait, was he alone?
That was a perfect read. I think he was in that pixel busher, just slightly out of it. Nova read it, decided to go for the kick because the animation of the flicker kick was in that bush. So I think he just read that
Was that
really well.
All instinct?
Looks like it. I'm gonna have to go back.
It happened so fast.
It happened thrice this series.
Nova.
It's always
okay,
been.
that was slick.
No, for Nova at least it happened twice. Like he's always been really the guy to find those pickoffs against Severo, but okay.
Yeah. So far, the item game between the Leomord and the Baksha is not a fair comparison. James Spence has been living off of alms. This man is on a calorie deficit if you were looking at farm as food. All this while, King Kong is playing the best Baksha game one could hope for.
Yeah, okay. So what happened was, Nova was concealed and Severo just walked up. He didn't expect, or I don't think he even saw that Nova was there, Jeet Kundoing outside of the last tower in the top lane.
Probably doesn't change the fact that Onyx still get to blitz this Lord though.
Yep.
Still no room for Apbren to contest at all.
And what's more difficult is I think this lineup that they have is worse on the defense compared to the first one. They don't have the long range, they have crowd control, they don't have the damage just yet. Shizo is only level 12.
Wave clear is abysmal.
Yeah, you have to find that pickoff before the defense even happens.
Oh my god. Is this possibly the worst wave clear you could have on the back foot? Because even a Selena could, like Selena mid could clear better than this.
It's just a Moskov. Just a Moskov and a bit from the Tushin Leomord.
I think I'll still take the... Now this is just pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really bad wave clear sitch. It's going to be tough.
They're going to lose at least 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, 2 inhibitors, maybe 2 bodies.
Because even that base turret up top is already down super low, even with the presence of the Holy Shields earlier.
Look, it's a 4-level gap between Kirk and KelVJ.
Now 3.
It's tough times.
Mountain Shocker.
That's it.
Yeah.
Top turret gets tickled. Bottom lane goes down. She's in trouble.
Let's see how long Apbren is able to hold out. Guardian Helmet pickup from King Kong as well, and they still have the Lord marching up top.
You have to wait for minion waves.
Nature from Super Friends. At least Apbren has enough time.
Yeah, they sacrifice all the inhibitors to buy time. Kirk gets choked up.
Oh, Nova doesn't get to connect the way of the dragon in time, and now he might just get punished. Severo though! Severo! He's getting chased! Still has the traceless, and it's a double for Super Friends instead, and now it's all KelVJ alone, and a triple for Super Friends. Apbren! They saw this coming! The Super Fam are going to take the sweep against the Hive!
The break did well for Onicph. They have come through rejuvenated. This is a new team we're watching.
The Bees are left thunderstruck. Too fast, too dominating. 2 games where they won everything. They win the mid, they won XP, they won gold, everything.
A lightning round in terms of MPL Philippines Season 17 matchups where games and series go long. We've seen so many Game 3s. Renmar's been part of a lot of them. Could this be your first sweep?
No, I've been part of sweeps also.
Oh, but you just called all the 3s.
Yeah, I've called all the 3s.
And it usually happens on Fridays and Sundays.
Yeah, Fridays and Sundays are usually the sweep days.
And it's not just Onyx who's new. Even Brigida is now calling quick sweeps.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick round of applause. Again, respect to Apbren for stepping up to these champions, M6 World Champions. Again, we're reminded by Onyx our look of that. And again, this is just back to the drawing board for Apbren.
The glue.
The glue!
it's just a glue.
You said it, that's it. Just the glue.
2 early glues, outplayed in mid. 2 Baksha games from King Kong of all people. But it seems like, again, King Kong is buffer now, so maybe that's a new version of him. It's not like the Joyce and the Suyos. It's literally, I'm up in your face. What can you do to me, kid? That's what it felt like in these 2 games.
He's bulking.
He's bulking. It's bulkier. And I don't want to see glue picked up so early anymore. More so in the hands of someone like KelVJ. Hey, kudos to Coach Hayes and Coach Bluffsy. That Uranus pick was massive.
It's what,
3, Onicph came out with a bang! And what a game that was, 2-0 sweep. And we want to ask King Kong, kanina before mag-match, meron kayong interview and Jace Pang said, no suyo, no win. Ngayon, ano yung ang question ko? Sa tingin mo ba kung na-open yung suyo, mananalo kaya sila?
Di ko po alam, hindi ko naman mabasa yung future eh. Pero ang masabi ko lang sa suyo ni James Pang sa na-appreciate ko yung creativity niya sa paggamit ng hero. Lalo na dun sa Skypiercer.
And of course, King Kong, I want to follow up. 2 games ka na nagbabaksha. And kapag baksha yung ginagamit mo, parang flawless game, halos, for Onicph. Ano sa tingin mo, what are the secrets to using baksha?
Ano siguro yung paggamit ng first skill wisely.
First skill wisely. So,
Ay,
lahat
sabi
na
pala po ni Kirk,
nag-RG.
ano po, yung secret daw po sa pagbaback siya, dapat magaling ka magpaikot, sabi po ni Kirk.
Ay, si Kirk parang may sinasabi. Kirk, sabi mo daw, dapat magaling magpaikot.
Hindi pa ako nagbabox eh. Siya po yung magaling paikot.
Ikaw daw pala. Ikaw pa rin daw pala yun. Nasa kamay mo pa rin, King Kong. Pero Kirk, gusto kitang tanungin, kasi yung Game 2 specifically, sobrang parang na-suffocate yung map. Kasi sobrang kayo lang yung may hawak, may control ng map. Ano ba yung ginawa nyo before going into this match? Kasi parang nagkaroon kayo ng reset after nung mga nangyari ng weeks prior.
Ano po, yung siguro nagbigay sa amin ng advantage yung yung 1 week break kasi nakapaganda kami ng sobrang ngayong week.
Maganda ang pagbabalik nyo, Onicph Philippines. But now, I wanna talk to Super Friends. Super Friends, napakaraming nagsisigawan sa'yo kanina. Up until now. Gusto kong tanungin, anong ibig sabihin ng panalong ito para sa inyo? Kasi we've seen you struggling before we had the break. Anong ibig sabihin sa'yo ng panalong to? Gaano kahalaga to para sa inyo?
Siguro para sa amin, as a team, mahalaga yung win namin today kasi magagamit namin siya momentum para sa next laban natin.
At tingin mo ba, mas malakas na kayo sa susunod pang match?
Kasi everyday nag-improve naman kami.
Wow! Parang yung smile sets it all para sa kanya. Triple kill nga before pa matapos ang ating match na yon.
And with that, who do you think is the match MVP?
And
Let's
our
reveal.
match MVP is...
King Kong!
King Kong!
After that performance, King Kong, as match MVP, ano ang iyong mensahe sa iyong mga fans and supporters? Ano ang iyong mensahe sa iyong mga fans and supporters?
Sa lahat ng fans ng Onyx, sa Sonics, and sa fan ng Apbren, thank you so much sa time nyo. And sa lahat ng nanonood online, thank you.
And with that, you may now take a bow and take your victory walk.
Once again, give it up for Onicph Philippines!
What a start to week 3, Odin.
Indeed, a great comeback para sa Onicph Philippines. It's a 2-0 sweep at hawak talaga nila ang mapa. Also, ang MPL Arena ay halos na puno sa side ng Onicph Philippines. And with that, we want to know more about that match with our casters.
I love the energy the Super Fam are exuding here after their win against Apbren. Congratulations again, a 2-0 sweep, and to our match MVP King Kong. What growth from the young man.
Yep, the tips, according to him, I could not translate in English, but I think the safer answer is just to be wary of how you use your skill 1.
Yeah, time your rotations really well. And we saw it.